arrived here at Almeria. The sun has just got up in the sky really early. Danny's out on track putting some cones down, ready for all of our guests on the track day to get their eye in and start to get experienced on this massive Almeria circuit. So if you haven't joined us for the day, at least you'll have a chance to see what a PetrolRevolt track day is all about. So stay tuned and watch PetrolRevolt's Circuit de Almeria track day. Obviously, PetrolRevolt Track Days is open to any premium luxury sports car, but today, again, the same as Barcelona, we have Aston Martin Owners Club members here for our track day. We're also staging an away from track event. They're doing some horse riding through the desert, so that's for the companions that didn't want to experience the day on circuit with the drivers. So stay tuned and let's watch the whole day as it unfolds.
So it's the start of the day here at Almeria, well, the Iberia circuit. We're just about to start the first sighting laps. I've been out and put some cones down, and I can't wait to get going on this beautiful circuit. So we're here at Almeria. We're using the full 9-kilometre Iberia circuit. I've absolutely loved being back here. I love this circuit, and I love both the circuits. So having them join together is incredible. And been doing a bit of driver coaching as well, which has been enjoyable. We got some cones out there for some turning points, apexes, and stuff like that. So it's just really enjoyable to be driving these fabulous cars around this circuit, and a really exclusive day. We've just gone and had some lunch, so yeah, it's time to get back out there and have some fun. So we just finished the day. We've had a fantastic day. Now it's time for some snacks in the restaurant here at the circuit, and then we head back to the hotel for some wine tasting. Again, absolutely brilliant day. Seems like everyone's enjoyed themselves, so time to relax now and unwind and go and taste some wine.
Hi, so we're here with Angus. Angus joined us on the Almeria track day. In England, Angus toured down with us through Portsmouth to Bilbao and toured down from Bilbao all the way to the track. So Angus, how was your tour with us?
Yeah, the route down was smooth. We were fortunate with the ferry crossing. It all went to plan. The journey across Spain, I was a bit anxious about it to begin with. The amount of hours in the car was something that I was apprehensive about, but it went great. It was comfortable and safe. Yeah.
Yes, we had a good tour down, and then we've stopped here at the Parador Hotel. What do you think of the location for our event?
Yeah, it couldn't be better. The location's been stunning, as you can see. Really friendly hotel. Great quality. Yeah, perfect.
And then most importantly, the track. So how did you get on with the track?
Yeah, the track was extremely challenging. I've been to say 4 or 5 circuits so far, and yeah, it was right up there. It didn't leave you feeling shortchanged. It was a proper afternoon on it. Really good.
You're in an Aston Martin V12 Vantage. So how did your car get on around the circuit?
It was perfect. Really quick, stiff enough, and yeah, endless brakes. Spot on.
Yeah, we had perfect weather conditions, bit overcast so the temperature was low, obviously a dry track which is most important, so yeah, all went well.
Yeah, super safe.
If you could sum up the event that we've put on, how would you summarise it in a few short words?
It's been, well, fantastic value for money, a great group of enthusiasts, and I'll certainly be back for the next one, definitely.
Oh, thank you very much, Angus.
Good stuff. Thanks, mate.
How did the event go for you, Paul?
Well, first time I've got it out since COVID, which has been a long wait, and the track was absolutely stunning, as Mike has said earlier, that it was a little bit overcast, so we didn't have too high temperatures, and it really held the road perfectly. There's a very challenging track, a lot of fast bits, but also some very challenging corners and so on, so you can push the car to its limit, that we did. So overall, a super event.
And then when we came back to the hotel and the event that we put on at the hotel, the wine sampling and the evening meal, how did you find the off-track event?
Well, I think it was great. We had 2 dinners and we had this wine event, so it made it a full occasion, which I think was particularly for the guys coming a long way from the UK felt was important. Otherwise, you come here, it's a long way, and there wouldn't have been much to do. But we had 2 super dinners, and wine tasting, and yeah, the rest of the time was for sleeping. So really enjoyed it, and we'll come back for the next one as soon as we can.
Well, thank you for coming, Paul.
Yeah,
See you
well,
on the
thanks, mate. Yep, and thanks for bringing the car down.
So we've got Mark here. Mark, this is your second event with us. How does this one compare to the first one?
This one's been even better than the first, I think, because of the fact that we've had the hotel as well, where we had the camaraderie in the evenings, so we've all got on, and it was great to meet everybody before we get on the track. Next morning we all went in convoy to the track. We had a fantastic day, but it equally as good as Barcelona, because Barcelona, the track is absolutely superb there, and then this one is so much bigger, and you have to try and remember all the corners, and it was very difficult. And as usual, I was the one that was being left behind, but hopefully on the next event I'm going to be one overtaking. That's the idea.
Hopefully, yeah, I can get in and do some driver coaching with you. But the track being that long, you actually didn't see many cars out there, did you, at all? So
I think I got past once. I
Yeah.
think that was it. Apart from that, I was out there on my own, and some of the time it was quite nice to follow another car, because there was brows that you didn't know which way it was going to go, and with a car in front of you, it actually made it quite nice. But I was quite happy bombing around on my own, just having a great time. Really, it was good. But you came with me in the last one and gave me some instructions, so that helped a lot. So I should have done it this time, but I didn't. I thought I was confident enough to go out on my own, but really I think if I'd have had some coaching, I think I could have perhaps even overtaken somebody.
that's okay. And what? How did you feel about the hospitality at the circuit? Was that? I mean, for me, it was lovely. You know, we had sort of snacks throughout the day. We had a bit of lunch at lunchtime, and then a snack before we come back to the hotel.
Yeah, well, what was nice is that we could basically, obviously lunch was a preset time, we all sat down for that, but yeah, we could get snacks during the day, water, whatever we wanted. And what was so nice is the fact that I could come in and then decide, I might go out for another couple of laps and do a couple more laps. There was no, I don't know how to say it, but it was just really nice to be able to just go out and do your own thing, and not have that stress of, you've got to get on track this time, and you've got to be there, and you've got to go with all the others, and then you're worried about where everybody else is on the track and whether they're behind you. The hospitality was great, and the hotel, everybody was so friendly. The Aston Martin Owners Club in Spain, everybody, it's just like your family. It's bizarre, and my Spanish isn't very good, but everybody made the effort to speak to me in English. It was, they welcome you in and they hug you before they go. It was just a great family thing. Looking forward to the next one.
Brilliant. Did you enjoy the wine tasting? That's the most important thing.
Yeah, I did. It was very interesting. It was obviously there was a bit of a test in there, and it did catch me out a little bit. I do like wine, but it was interesting the way they did it, and it was great. Really enjoyed it.
Well, brilliant. Thank you ever so much for coming, and hopefully see you again soon.
Oh, you will, definitely.
Cheers.
See you again on the next one.
Thanks for giving us a few words about your experience with us, Conrad. So you chose to tour down on yourself. You didn't come with Angus and myself. So how did you get on your tour down to Almeria?
Yeah, it was a bit of a grand tour. It kind of evolved. I thought if I'm going to be doing maybe 1,000, 1,500 miles, rather than go straight down the motorway, I might as well do a bit extra mileage and get a few key locations on the way down. So I've got a camera full of amazing car selfies, Chamonix Mont Blanc, the snow in the background, the mountains. I've got all sorts of beaches, cliff top tracks like you get just coming out of Hollywood, the road hanging off the cliff and dogleg bends. I've got the lot. So the track was what it's all about. The track day experience was fantastic, but the grand tour down was right up there with it. So I've had probably 2,000 miles of some of the best experience I've had in that car since I've had it in 18 months. As I was saying to some of the guys last night at the reception or at the meal, I take the car every weekend for a blast. I do the same 50-mile circuit, bring it home, put it in the garage, and it feels like something's missing. And what was missing was this. There's the drive down, there's the track. This is what the car's for, it's what it's designed for.
Excellent. Yeah, it's good to hear a car getting used properly.
It's got to be used, hasn't it? I mean, it's going to depreciate one day, but I want to get the use out of it. I'm going to get the enjoyment.
So talking about its use around the track, how did you get on with the formidable Almeria circuit?
Oh yeah, truly. So I've very limited track experience. I count myself as very much a novice. I had 2 or 3 track days, probably 10, 15 years ago in a completely different car. Cared about the car at the time, but it's nothing like the financial impact of this one if something went wrong. So I was one of those that was, do I really want to go on a track and experience it, or do I not want to risk it? The difference coming here, so few people on track, obviously a big track as well, but you don't see other people. Everybody's got a similar car. You meet them all, they're friends, you know and trust them. The car is safe, nobody's trying to go down the inside, and obviously, as I'm sure you said before, Danny Webb here, absolutely pro driver, pro instructor, gave me that confidence. The first couple of lopes on track, had I been on my own, a couple of blind corners, of blind summits with sharp corners after it, I'd have done 2 or 3 laps and probably thought, I've ticked that box, I've done the track, I've got the t-shirt, I'm going to call it a day. But with the amazing tuition, and I said the other safe people on track, it just gave me that confidence. So I lost track how many laps I did, but my car was almost out of fuel at the end of the day as well. An entire tank of fuel on that track, and yeah, what can I say? The day was fantastic. It's given me huge confidence in the car. I knew the car was capable. I didn't know it was that capable. I'd honestly recommend it to anybody. If you want to learn your car, if you want to get the faith and confidence, and one of the best experiences you'll ever have driving the car, get here on the track day.
Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed your track experience. What about the event location that we've had here at the hotel and the couple of meals that we've had? How's that gone?
Wow. I feel like I've been bullied into eating food, probably like a week's food in 2 days. Food fantastic, the people fantastic, the location is just incredible. I feel like I'm being treated like a rock star. It doesn't feel like a track day, it feels like a VIP special event. So yeah,
Well, wonderful.
100%.
I'm glad you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope to see you
I
back
really have.
on one of our future events.
I appreciate the opportunity to be down here, so thank you.
Thank you, Conrad.
Thank you.
Well, that brings to a close our Almeria track event. I think everyone had a really good time. It was good fun. What was your highlights?
Oh, it's fantastic. I got scared a little bit in some of the cars, been, coaching a little bit. But,
Okay, some people going a little bit too quick.
yeah, a little bit, yeah, but it was entertaining. So,
It is a formidable track, and if you've never been around it before, there's some blind crests, and your placing of the cones was phenomenal, because you must have guessed where people would have been getting it wrong, and if you ever were in a position on the track where you thought, oh, it's a blind corner, I've lost my bearings, you just had to look for a cone, and there you head for the cone. I think you saved quite a few incidents by some careful positioning of the cones.
yeah, we saved a few, but unfortunately it's from my own trial and error, because I've done a lot of laps around here, and when I first come here, it was I've made them mistakes and ended up in the gravel trap. But no, it was fantastic. It was so nice to have the full 9-kilometre track as well, because you had so much time on the track in the afternoon. We had open pit, and you still didn't see anyone on the track, so it was incredible, and just to come back here, it's like coming back home really for me. So yeah, it's fantastic around.
I don't think it'll be on this video, it'll be on another video. Probably put a link somewhere. Danny has given a lap commentary. Your knowledge of that circuit is phenomenal. Every little bump to kick the car in the sidewards in the direction that you want, every bump to avoid, every rumble strip to make sure you get wide on. Your knowledge of this track is just phenomenal.
Yeah, when I said that I've probably done 1 million laps around here, I wasn't lying. It's where we used to do all our pre-season testing, and then the new track, which obviously we linked up. The new track's actually called Andalusia. That's where I sort of, when I went back to Supersport, that's where I got back up to speed on a Supersport bike. So I know both tracks like the back of my hand. But the event was just fantastic. Not just the track side of things, the hospitality side of things, the dinner the night before, the dinner and the wine tasting. after the event. You know, it was really entertaining. It was nice just to have a really close-knit family atmosphere, and yeah, it was fantastic to enjoy everyone's company.
Yeah, it was a really good event. It was really pleasurable to stage it, host it for everyone. To see everyone having a good time is for me just as enjoyable as going fast around the track. It's
You know, like when you put an event on, sometimes it can get quite stressful, but you know what, this event was just so nice and relaxed, and it was almost like, I mean, for us it was almost like we wasn't at work. You know, it was just it was a lovely event, and just can't wait to do more in the future.
Yeah, well, we always had 2 track events for 2022 planned. We'll organise our calendar of events for 2023. Best place that you can go to get informed, check out what those events are, would be to subscribe through our website. That way you're on our mailing list and you'll be able to see for both cars and bikes what we're doing in 2023. Adios, España.
Adios.